Hello there. So peaceful protesters are subject to emergency powers and threatened with having their bank accounts frozen, but rioters aren't. Right now, the truckers and maybe their supporters risk having their bank accounts frozen by the Canadian authorities and being targeted as enemies of the state. Already we've seen the arrests of the protest leaders. For what? Their crime is that they peacefully protest about something they care deeply about. But the word here is peaceful. Where was this sort of talk about states of emergency and going after people in this way back in 2020? The riots back then were global and huge damage was caused. And in Canada, there were clashes between police and protesters in Montreal, Quebec. Here's what globalnews.ca said on the 31st of May 2020, well into the pandemic, of course. Windows were smashed, fires were set, and the situation slid into a game of cat and mouse between pockets of protesters and police trying to disperse them. And it also reports an account of a local storekeeper. On Sunday evening, Steve Habusha was clearing broken glass from the frame around the front window of his Trudeau mobile store on Montreal St. Catherine Street. Security video from his store, he said, shows a stream of people entering the cell phone shop and leaving with accessories over a 30-minute period. About 10 police officers were there, standing over broken glass, keeping guard outside. Habusha said the police told him there were hundreds of stores that suffered the same fate along the route the protesters took. With this whole thing kicking off in multiple countries, they just let it go. No states of emergency, no arrests of kingpins. But some peaceful truckers, the alarm bells go off and the authorities swoop in with a state of emergency. Now, some twist it the other way and say the state of emergency is fully justified because the truckers are worse than the 2020 rioters. But as the Washington Examiner said a few days ago, left-wing politicians and their agents in the media haven't hidden their ever-shifting standards, drawing a false equivalency between the race riots of 2020 and the convoy up in Canada today. But beyond sheer hypocrisy, the two aren't the same. We are living in an age of abject hypocrisy, where the rights of one section of society overrule the rights of another. Where if you are not part of the liberal left woke agenda, you are a second-class citizen and must hide your opinions and thoughts away or be cancelled. Where you are not allowed to demonstrate if you oppose the tyrannical rule of the likes of Trudeau, but you can riot to your heart's content if your cause is close to the woke side of Trudeau that he wants you to see. But that attitude is not isolated to Trudeau's Canada, is it? Please subscribe and like this video, buy a mug and support me on Patreon or PayPal, and thank you for watching.